Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing very well from a very sunny and warm UK right now. You might be able to tell this by the fact that I have a little bit of a tan, or maybe more accurately, just burnt. Now, before I jump into the video, I want to give you a recommendation. Last week, I was a guest on a football shirt-related podcast, and that actually went live yesterday, UK Monday, 6 o'clock-ish. It's possible you may have already given it a listen, but if not, I implore you to do so. It's mainly football shirt talking, but it's the best thing is I'm not restricted to a specific topic, like of course what this video is going to be, so I can talk a little bit more freely. So if you are interested in what I like to speak about and just sort of my personality and way of being when it comes to football shirts, then this podcast is just going to be another example of that. And if anything, I encourage you to listen to it just because I can help a friend and sort of promote their content that they are creating in this wonderful football shirt community that we're all a part of. So that was very fun to be a guest on. Now, when it comes to more content, we have the video that I'm going to be showing you today, and the shirt that I'm going to be talking about is one that I bought from Depop, which you may get an idea because I didn't realise that Depop you can get like packaging that has it already branded on it, which I thought was quite cool. I suppose you know which one it is when you buy it. It doesn't get mixed up in the pile of other shirts that some people may have. And the reason why I bought this one was just purely the price. It was a great price. So let's get it open and I'll show you which one it is. Quite nice actually. I think you'll all appreciate this one. Alright then. There we go. Make sure there's nothing else in there. So there is a rear of the shirt. So what can we see? So we've got this sort of sky blue colour, some sponsor at the bottom there, which is screen printed on, and then you have a little bit of text at the top there, which most likely will have already given it away. Now we bring it round to the front, and we have some tags. Now, with it being Australian, they do have rather large tags on their shirts. It seems to be a theme. And there we go. How about that? Now, there is a sort of faint design running down the front, sort of a very even sort of more lighter blue stripe. And there is a little bit, I've noticed, some sort of, I don't know, could be pen, could be lipstick, could be some other stuff that's blood related, but I hope not. So, I mean, look, that's easy enough to remove, I suppose. There we go. How about that? That's pretty cool. I reckon a lot of you probably maybe recognise this one. You've got a lot of the sort of signifiers on there with sort of patch and, of course, the giant logo that is right there. But there we go. That's a very smart shirt. It seems like I'm getting quite a lot of light blue shirts recently, but, you know, I can't say no to it when you find out how much I paid for it. So I'll do what I usually do, dress the mannequin, and I'll come back to you and tell you a little bit about the club and the shirt. Right then, hopefully we're in shot. There is the shirt. Let's just straighten that bit out a little bit. Cool, very nice. So for those of you who just haven't quite clocked who this is, it is Sydney FC, and this is their home shirt from 2017-2018, so quite a few seasons old now. And as I mentioned, I bought it from Depop, which of course is, for those of you not familiar, sort of similar to an eBay or a Vinted where you can sort of resell your own stuff. And this one cost me £18 with free postage, so I can't really say anything more than that. Anything less than £20 in this day and age is a great little purchase, especially for a club that is, you know, a little bit more obscure, shall we say. I think probably they would have picked this one up from Classic Football Shirts, because I remember they did post some over the last sort of 6 months possibly. I just think I missed out on them, or they didn't. Well, they must have had my size because this is a medium. Either way, I would have wanted to buy one, but to be honest, I think probably this was cheaper than what it would have been. So, you know, sometimes it works out for you in that respect. Now, with the club, they were founded in 2004 and they play in the city of Sydney, what a surprise, which is in New South Wales, Australia. Now they play in the A-League, which is the top division in the country, and they were one of the 8 teams that played in the inaugural season in 2005-2006. Now the current season has literally just finished, with Sydney FC finishing 5th place in the regular season and then reaching the semi-finals of the final series, losing to Melbourne City. Now, last season they finished in 8th place in the regular season, and they didn't then qualify for the finals. Now, based on these recent performances, you might be surprised to hear that they are the team with the most championships to their name. They have 5 championships that they've won, with one of them actually being the season that they wore this shirt. Now, when it comes to continentally, they've not really performed too amazingly. Remember that the Australian teams play in Asia. They generally struggled to get out of the group stage. Now, for a while, they were the only team that were based in Sydney until 2012, when Western Sydney Wanderers were formed, and thus a rivalry was also created. Now, keep your eyes peeled for that particular club in a video coming up in the future. Now, though, depending on who you ask, people would say the rivalry with Melbourne Victory is greater, as sort of the rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne transcends football and is just a general rivalry between the two biggest cities of the country. Now, looking at their squad, there's a few players you might recognise, specifically if you are from the UK. So they have Jack Rodwell, they have Adam Lafondra, and Joe Lolly within their ranks there. So, that's why not go to Australia, where I'm sure the weather is even better than it is right now in the UK. And for those of you who have a little bit of a good memory, you may remember that Del Piero was once a player for this particular club and did actually quite well, which I don't know why you'd be surprised, because it is Del Piero. Now, the shirt is manufactured by Puma, as it suggests there in the centre, and their current shirts, at least up until the current season that's just finished, manufactured by Under Armour, with their third shirt being actually rather nice. Now, the club play in sky blue, as it's shown here, which is the sort of official colour of the New South Wales area. Now, this shirt here is the first season the club used this particular crest here, with the old one, also the first one, that was discontinued in 2017. So it's the first shirt they wore, and they have on this one a little star above with 3 on, which suggests that they must have won 3 championships by then. And if you were to see the ones that they wear now, it should say 5. But that really is it. There's a little bit of sort of detailing, so it's a combination of this navy sort of paneling on the side and on the collar there, and then you have the general sky blue, and then this sort of very faint light blue running down the centre. I like the fact that this one has A-League patches there, because if there was nothing there and the sort of Puma logo is there, I'm not a fan when it's sort of non-symmetrical in that respect. And then you have the sponsor in the front there, which is, it looks fine. Everything is sort of screen printed on, apart from this sort of crest here, which I think is just sort of heat transferred on. It looks like it could be embroidered, but not. And then that star is actually screen transferred on as well, which is a weird thing. But other than that, it's a pretty simple shirt. But I'm pleased to own it, because partly just how far away this club has had to travel to get here. So it's possible some of you may already own one from this club as well, because I mentioned classic football shirts did have some for sale. I think they've all sold out now anyway, and I think they also had a season after this one. But there we go. It's a shirt for £18. You cannot really say much more than that. So give me your thoughts as always below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. On Friday, I'm going to be showing you something interesting, different. It's still a shirt, but it comes with other things that you would never expect to see. So yeah, that one's a little bit of a surprise for you on Friday. I hope you continue to have a great week ahead. Hopefully it stays as sunny as it is. And don't forget to give the podcast a little bit of a listen, even if it's just when you're pottering around the house or commuting to school/work/ whatever you do with your lives. Thank you for watching my video as always. See you on Friday. Goodbye.